All right, folks, welcome here to Maximum Speed Racing League Race tonight. Gen 6 at Texas for 90 laps. Going to be a grueling race for some of these drivers out here tonight, but they've been turning some really great laps out here. I've been watching a few of them as we're watching a couple of them kind of being smart here. But going to be an awesome race here tonight, I do believe. I want to welcome into the booth with me here for the first time, Brogan Lant, co-commentator that I've asked to help out tonight. Welcome, Brogan.
Hey, Rudy. Welcome. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. All right. Well, Brogan, these cars on this track, you were out there and turned a few laps. How did this car feel to you on this track?
It feels pretty good, but the tires were down after a few laps, so it takes a lot more concentration to make sure you hit your lines and don't get below that white line and end up into the wall.
Well, you know, we see a lot of times these guys. Right now is kind of like a bad time because the guys are actually out there trying to turn hot laps, but we see it from time to time that these guys, they kind of tone it down when it comes race time. And I think we're going to probably see that here in a little while. These guys are going to probably start toning it down and want to get out here and turn some decent practice laps. But, all in all, I think it's going to be a good race. But, coming up to a couple of things that I kind of wanted to talk about, Brogan, was pit road. The entrance to pit road is really tricky coming off of turn 4 right there. And I have seen a lot of people lock it down, slide through pit road, through them commitment cones. And once they do that, oh man, it's on from there. But pit road speed. What is the pit road speed? Do you know? 45, ain't it?
Yeah, it's 45, and like you said, that's what makes it tricky. If you're making a green flag pit stop, you're coming from full speed, 190 miles an hour, you're going down to 45, so there's very little room for error.
Yeah, that's it's going to be tricky for the guys, I know. And, just to hit that pit road speed at the right time and make sure you do hit it to where you're not speeding. You don't want to hit that pit road speeding because you'll get a speeding penalty, and that can be really, really costly. We've seen a lot of races. Again, I don't want to repeat myself, but a lot of races have been won and lost on pit road, and sliding through your pit stalls is a big one. Having to back up, hitting pit road just a little bit too fast. Making the mistakes on pit road, it can be very costly to the good driver out there. So hopefully we don't see those mistakes tonight. I hope not, for the driver's sake. I hope we see a very good race. But how do you think the race is going to go tonight, there, Brogan?
Oh, I think they're all gonna kind of get into a rhythm and try to just be patient. They got 90 laps, so I think they're just gonna try to lay some laps down, get patient, and like you said, make sure they got the concentration to hit pit road perfect and not make any mistakes, because there's a lot of good drivers out here, and one little mistake like that could really cost you in this race tonight.
Yeah, and we see this from week to week. The guys, there's a few guys out there, they start getting a little impatient early, and knowing just how on the edge these cars are, okay, they get a little impatient, try to go past somebody maybe in a spot where they shouldn't be passing. Not a really good place to pass is like coming off of a turn. If you can pass them before you get into the turn, great. That's a good place to pass, but it doesn't always work out that way for drivers, I know. But I think this is going to be a decent race, though.
Yeah, Texas is always a fun track to watch. It's a fun track to race. It definitely takes your concentration and a lot of skill, so it's a lot of fun.
Well, I don't know how are the points shaking out here.
Well, we got Sean Butler. He is leading. We got Pearson is in second, 49 laps behind him. Teddy is 63 points behind him, and Kevin O'Brien is 83 points behind him, and Thomas Lee 101 points in 5th behind our leader Sean Butler.
Very cool, very cool. All right, well, coming down here, getting down to about 8.5 minutes until the guys do take the qualifying grid. And again, you know, this is, it could be a shake-up here tonight. Sean Butler did join us. Said he may not be able to run the whole race. We talked to him just before we got into the booth here, and he said he may not be able to run the whole race, but he's actually here to start the race and take points. So he may get dead last points, but that's the way it is. You know, at least he's going to be here 30 or 32 points. Whatever he's going to get for last place is better than no points.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to have no points and give up any more ground than he already will. So the rest of these guys that are just fighting with, I believe, 3 races left.
Yeah, I think 2 after tonight, and I think that's what it is.
So that could actually shake the points out and make for a very exciting finale.
Yes, definitely. So yeah, coming down to 7 minutes here, won't be long. A couple guys that I kind of wanted to talk about out here. Thomas Brandner, one of them. Travis Townsend, another one. Travis definitely one to watch out here. He always has a fast car, no matter where he drives. Sean Butler, of course, one of our good drivers here in the league. And let's see, let's look down the list here real quick. Stephen Pearson, another good one. Tommy Lee now in there, he's another good one. Mike Ellis, Mark Robertson, Jackson Lewis, he was very strong last night. Galen Gidman. Galen knows how to drive these Gen 6 cars, so I wouldn't count him out by any means tonight. He's a pretty tough customer when it comes to these tracks, so wish all of them the best of luck, though. Brian Ray, Dustin Lee, just to name a few more. These guys are really good. Brandon Leonard. So I think we're going to see a good race here. Not a huge field, maybe 15 to 18 cars out there, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's about what we got.
Get the ticker going here. I forgot about the ticker. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm not a big Gen 6 fan because they are a lot of horsepower, and especially on Texas. Texas is a little tricky. I think we're going to see most of our wrecks probably in turn 2.
Yeah, you got that 24-degree banking that can make it pretty difficult after you get the tires worn down, and like you said, you got that horsepower. You got to be really careful not to get on that gas too early, or you're going to be into the wall out of turn 2.
And another tricky one off of turn 4. If you don't hit that just right, and like there's 2 of you going side by side, and you don't hit that just right, one of you could go right out across the grass on the front stretch, slide onto pit road, and bring a caution out. So, and we may see that too. That kind of being another difficult track, turn, excuse me. But the most difficult, I believe, is coming out of turn 2. There's a lot of bumps between 1 and 2. Kind of throws that rear end of the car out a little bit, and it gets you really squirrely coming off the turn.
Yeah, it's never fun getting squirrely there and going through the grass. I've made that mistake many times.
Yeah, me too. I think I've mowed the grass on the front stretch more times than probably a lot of people have.
Yeah, and you're trying to hold on to it. And it's so slick, and just hoping you don't collect somebody else into that mess.
Yeah, coming down to the closing minutes here, 4 minutes till they get ready to take the qualifying start here, and I'm gonna say, Brogan, if you had to make a pick out here of anybody on the track to win this thing tonight, what would be your pick?
My guess would be Travis Townsend.
Yeah, that's probably a really good pick. I believe he's probably going to do it. But there's a couple other really good ones out here that I don't want to count out. I'm going to root for Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee definitely, he knows how to get around this place, and it doesn't matter what car or truck he's running. He knows how to get around this place, and he's very good here.
Yeah, and Christopher Perryman, he just joined. He's got 1 win this season so far, so he's going to be another strong car tonight, I believe.
Yeah, Christopher Perryman, yep. He just joined?
Yep.
I'll have to reset my stuff here then. When a new guy joins, it kind of messes up my stuff here a little bit.
Looks like Kevin O'Brien's having some problems, but looks like he just got connected again. Hopefully he doesn't have those issues throughout the race tonight.
Yeah, I hope not either. Another good one too, Teddy Wisniewski. I didn't mean to, take him out of that because he's pretty fast here also. Definitely another one to kind of keep an eye on. He's if he can keep that thing straight. Brian Ray, there's another good one. Brian always seems to get caught up in the wrecks and all that stuff. So hopefully that doesn't happen to him tonight. He keeps that thing, all the fenders square on it. He keeps the rubber side down. And hopefully maybe we'll see him bring home a good finisher tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest thing. Just keep your car clean and hopefully it's there at the end to make a run.
Okay, so you're pulling for Travis Townsend and I'm pulling for Tommy Lee.
Hopefully I ain't jinxing him, Rudy.
Yeah, I know. It always seems like I always jinx everybody when, I'll get the camera on them or something and they're like, oh no,
Yeah, it's never good. It looks like Steven Pearson, he's having problems too now.
Dustin Lee finally hitting the track here, 51 seconds to go. Coming down to it though, Brogan, it's coming down to the end here of practice, and I believe these guys, I think they've pretty much showed their stuff out here tonight, so we're going to have to see how this is all going to shake out coming to the qualifying grid. So less than 30 seconds to go here, folks.
Yep, get them cars fired up, try to put down the best lap you can, get out front and start this race off in good position.
All right, practice comes to a close, and we're going to throw up the qualifying order here once they all get off of the track. All right, and we're going to wait and see how these guys qualify out here. See who can get this pole. Pole's going to be, actually they do get extra points for getting the pole too. I believe it's an extra point. Yeah, 1 extra point for getting the pole. And they get 3 for extra for winning the race. Pretty much the same as NASCAR, and it's just a point down from each one. First place gets 43, second place gets 42, third place gets 41, on down. But the winner, the first place, obviously gets 43 plus the 3 bonus points for winning, and if he leads a lap, that's an extra bonus point, so that's 44 points, or 43, 44, wait a minute, 47 points, excuse me. Then if he leads the most laps, that's another point. So the winner could actually get 48 points.
Yeah, and that'll be big for a lot of these drivers trying to get themselves back into it towards the end here.
All right, 29.083 put up by Teddy Wisniewski on his first lap. And you know, there comes a 28. Look at that. And I was wondering if we were going to see any 28s tonight. So there you go. It's a high 28 right there by is that Ryan Ayers? Is that Ryan?
Yeah,
Ryan Ayers, yeah.
66 car, Ryan Ayers.
Mm-hmm. And he's another. He won last night. Won the truck race last night. So Galen Gidman coming in with a 29 or 28.8. Holy smokes!
These guys are laying down some fast laps, Rudy.
I'm telling you, out here by themselves, I could see if they were, drafting around each other, but they're not. They're single qualifying. Man, oh man, I couldn't get that. The best I got was a 29. Yeah, 29.117 or something.
Yeah, I was 29 something.
Yeah.
I guess that's why we're up here, Rudy.
Sean Butler with a 28.808. Look at that. Wow, that's a smoking fast lap right there. No big surprise, but Travis Townsend hasn't laid one down yet. And I kind of expect him to be right in that ballpark. Probably beat that. I wouldn't even be a bit surprised to see a 28.7 out of Travis. Oh, they're 28.8, but that was his first lap. But Sean, wow, what a lap.
That's smoking.
I'm not surprised, though. Sean he can go out here and never even driven the car on this track before and just go out and turn about 10 practice laps, and he's got it. He's just an amazing driver, I'll tell you.
That's amazing how some guys can do that.
Yeah. Well, he's got a killer setup, for wheel and chair and screens, and that's what it takes. You got to have the really good stuff to do stuff like that. That's why I can't compete. Heck, I'm driving with a $150 wheel sitting in a lazy boy.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I'm sitting in a wooden chair, one screen.
All right, well, it looks like Sean Butler may have the pole.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough time to beat.
Yeah, I think probably everybody is pretty much about qualified by now, Yeah,
we're closing in about 30 seconds before it closes.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's got anything for Sean right now. It's like we've only got 13 qualifiers. A lot of folks in there, but only 13 qualifiers.
Yeah, maybe some people just kind of want to hang back, see how it shakes out.
All right, looks like qualifying is over. And we're going to go down here trackside and see where everybody lines up here once everybody gets on the grid. Sean Butler getting the pole here in the number 88 with a 28.808. That's a lot of eights in the 88. Travis Townsend starting on the outside of him in the 83. In third place, Galen Gidman in the 120. In fourth place, the 66 of Ryan Ayers. In fifth, the 24 of Thomas Brandner. In sixth, the 85 of Stephen Pearson. In seventh, the 44 of Teddy Wisniewski. In eighth, the 33 of Thomas Lee. In 9th, the number 2 of Brandon Leonard. In 10th, the number 51 of Dustin Lee. In 11th, the 91 of Jackson Lewis. In 12th, the 18 of Mike Ellis. In 13th, the 95 of Brad Gallant. In 14th, the 41 of Christopher Perryman. First one not to qualify. In 15th, the number 40 of Mark Robertson. In 17th, the 54 of Michael Norris. In 18th, the 19 of Mike Vining. In 19th, Tom Serrato in the number 46. I don't see Ed, but Brian Ray starting in the 22nd place in the 012. Don't see Don King or Robert Craze. Don't see him. Kevin O'Brien. Looks like Kevin O'Brien may be taking up the rear of the field here in the number 84. So, all right, well, if you guys probably had not gridded yet, if you guys may be taking a little extra long to make sure that they do have stuff set right. And we're going to get this thing underway here, Brogan.
Yes, yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think it's going to be a fun race tonight, Rudy.
It's going to be an amazing race to watch because these cars are so fast. And, you know, the thing that we talk about a lot, too, is the paint jobs. These guys put hours and hours and hours into these paint jobs. And some of them, they're just, like, so amazing. It's like the artistry that's out there is just, you know, mind-blowing.
Yeah, some of these paint jobs are, like you said, it's amazing to see the work that these guys do, and it's definitely an art to get these cars looking as good as they do.
All right, well, the lights are off on the pace car. Sean Butler leading them around here, and we're getting ready to go green flag racing here, Brogan, in just a minute. We're going to see this pace car duck onto pit road, and they're going to get the green flag, and we're going to be underway here at Texas Motor Speedway for 90 laps here tonight.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting.
All right, pace car takes that hard left turn onto pit road. Sean leads them down. Green flag flies, and here they go, rocking and rolling. Sean getting a great start, but on the outside right there, not letting him get too far away. Travis Townsend tucking right up on the back of him, and we know what happens when that happens. When you get up behind somebody, you do rob the air off of them a little bit. And that could be something for... Oh, Travis looking to the inside of Sean, but Sean closes the door on him in turn 4.
Yeah, Rudy, right there in the beginning, 66 got in. 66 of Brian Ayers got into the 120 of Galen Gidman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those guys battling pretty hard, but we have a new leader up front now as Travis Townsend does take the lead away from Sean Butler, and caution is out. Go back and take a look. The number 30 of Ed Hewitt into the mix here, and it looks like maybe everybody might have missed him. I'm not sure. He hit the hard wall pretty hard on the inside wall, but got it running again.
Yeah, that's where you're talking about. A lot of trouble coming out of turn 2. If you get onto that gas too quick, you're going to end up spinning it into the wall.
Yes, sir. And he's still struggling with that car. He spins it onto pit road, just probably not handling very well.
No, that back of that car is beat up.
Yeah.
Probably knocked the toe out.
I would say more than that. That's going to take more than just a body shop to fix that one up.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see it happening right off the bat. And he's got it against the wall. He's doing everything he can to get it down to pit road.
All right, well, Travis Townsend bringing them around here, and I doubt if we're going to see any pit road activity, but we might. You just never know about Texas here. These guys, obviously, the leaders do feel comfortable with the tires that they have on them. They've only got a couple of laps on them, so really didn't even get them warmed up, I don't think.
Yeah, from ninth on back, they're all coming down pit row. Long line of them, Rudy.
Okay. Yes, sir, they are. Gale and Gidman leading them down here. These guys all coming into their pit stall. Oh, we got a Teddy Wisniewski. It looks like he decided not to stop. Kind of give us the old fake job there. He went to pull in his pit stall and said, nope, I'm out of here.
And the 012 of Brian Ray beats everybody off pit road.
Looks like Galen Gidman may have taken his car behind pit wall. Nope, there he is. He's back. All right, so let's get back up front here. Sean Butler going to be in second on this restart. Thomas Brandner starting third. Ryan Ayers in fourth. Brandon Leonard going to be restarting fifth. Stephen Pearson sixth. Dustin Lee going to be restarting seventh. And Mike Ellis eighth. And I'm not sure. I think Galen Gidman, once he comes across the line, that's going to be a little different. But ninth and 10th, Brian Ray. But I think Brian Ray is going to be ninth when they cross the line here, because Galen pitted.
The 30 of Ed Hewitt looks like they got their most of their damage fixed. He's back out on the track.
Very good. Yeah, he probably had to use that reset already, and I'm sure he hated to do that on lap 2. You know. But that's what we have the reset for. Now he's got to make sure that he keeps that thing clean the rest of this race.
Yeah, no room for error for him for the rest of this race.
No, sir. All right, well, let's get back up to our leader, Travis Townsend. I'm not sure. They may get the one to go this time. I'm not sure. But we didn't get much of a race in so far to kind of give us an idea, Brogan, of what these cars are capable of and what the drivers are capable of. We've seen a little bit of raciness up front here, but in the back, I think everybody's just kind of playing it cool and riding it out for right now.
Yeah, they didn't really get much of a chance to even get into a rhythm.
But a lot of them way in the back now. Teddy Wisniewski going to be way back starting in 19th. Kevin O'Brien 20th, and Ed Hewitt back in 21st. So these guys wanting to kind of play it cool there, I think. Oops. I think I clicked the wrong thing there.
We got some cars coming back down pit road, Rudy.
See who it is?
That was led by the 33 of Thomas Lee, the 91 of Jackson Lewis. He's fuel and gone. Christopher Perryman in the 41.
Like
and
everybody taking 4 tires, so wow. Want to get one more pit stop in here, because we're going back to green here when they come around. They're coming around the back stretch right now. And when you come out of turn 4, Brogan, we're going to be green flag racing again here at Texas. Can't wait. Get this thing going and get it underway. Get this line stretched out a little bit, and everybody start racing the track a little instead of each other. And, you know, get a little heat in them tires. And I think they're going to find that a little more heat in them tires, they're going to start getting a little more grip off the turn. Back off that gas a little and be patient.
yeah, the more you go, the less you got to get onto that gas pedal, because that'll be the worst thing.
All right, pace car ducks off. Travis Townsend brings him to the line. Sean Butler on the outside, and green flag waves, and here we go once again. Thomas Brandner right on the back bumper of Travis. He had a couple that kind of smoked the tires there in the back a little bit. Probably about 5th, 6th place, kind of balled up the back part of the field a little bit, but I believe everybody's okay. Got it going again. They don't recall who that was. I think it might have been Stephen Pearson. No, it wasn't Stephen Pearson. Ryan Ayers. He smoked the tires on that takeoff and lost a few positions on it, but did manage to save it after he tapped the wall a little bit. Now he's looking on the inside of Dustin Lee, and then maybe going 3 wide down the backstretch. Almost. Dustin Lee comes way down the line. Good racing by these guys up here. Now they're starting to get a little more single file and starting to run the track a little bit here. Ryan goes back to 7th, and right behind him, Mike Ellis in 8th. Mike taking a peek. Ooh, Ryan really loose going into the turn. Wow. And it looks like Mike Ellis does complete the pass on Ryan Ayers. And now Mike Ellis may be taking a peek on the inside of Dustin Lee if he gets a chance.
Yeah, he's definitely looking, Rudy.
Yeah, Mike Ellis definitely showing some muscle here on the early onset of this race. I'm telling you what, he is really running well.
Yeah, he just got loose right there.
Whoa, really loose. And that's coming off of turn 2. We see it so many times. And now Ryan Ayers looks like he's mounting a challenge on Dustin Lee.
And he's going to complete the pass.
It looks like Dustin might just say, you know what, you're a little faster than I am. You just go right on ahead. And yes, he does complete that pass. Oh, Brandon Leonard way off of the pace.
Yeah, he got loose.
Wow, did he ever get loose. He needs to stay off that apron.
A good save, though.
Yeah, it was a great save, yes.
He's going to drop back to 9th.
Looks like he is trying to mount a challenge here on Teddy Wisniewski, which Teddy did get back up here, now running in the 8th spot. And running pretty good after that, kind of getting way back in the field. Boy, he was way back in like 19th, and he has marched his way up through this field ever since that restart. And here he is running in the 8th spot. So great job by him. Well, let's get back up front here because we do have a new leader, Thomas Brandner. He's been leading for a couple of laps now, but Thomas Brandner leading some laps. So far, we've had 3 leaders out here.
Dustin Lee just got loose out of 4. He was able to save it, but he got down on that apron. Looks like he got a little bit loose. Looks like Mike Ellis is trying to capitalize on that.
All right. Let's get back up here to the front because Travis Townsend is looking like he might be trying to get a... Yeah, he's going to put a challenge on our leader right now, Thomas Brandner. And Travis going back up into the front as he made a nice clean pass on Thomas Brandner. Good job by them guys.
Yeah, we got some cars back here from 8th, 9th, 10th, kind of getting down on that apron and getting loose. And number 2 of Brandon Leonard just got loose, and he barely saved that.
He's got them tires heated up, and I think he'd be best probably just to let Brian Ray go, not try to stay ahead of him because he's superheated them tires up. All it takes is a couple of slips in these turns, Brogan, and you know as well as I do, it really makes them tires just like driving on grease.
Yeah, well, the 95 of Brad Gallant and a 30 of Ed Hewitt on pit road, I think they must have got into each other a little bit, got some damage to fix.
Yes, sir. Both on pit road. Brad Gallant got a lot of damage on the nose of that thing. And it looks like he may be that's not gonna finish his day out well. Let's get back up here. Thomas Brandner now starting to fade off of Travis Townsend just a little. And Sean Butler back here 1.2 seconds behind our leader.
Mike Ellis just taking 7th away from Teddy Wieniewski. It looks like these guys are just kind of starting to get in the rhythm now, Rudy, and just kind of laying down some laps.
Yeah, definitely. Looks right along with Mike Ellis here because he is really running well. Looking back on Teddy Wieniewski, Teddy just hanging right there on his back bumper, not really trying to give him any challenge here. Kind of fading off a little, but running really good. Boy, he pulled up on him really good in turn 1 though.
The 95 of Brad Gillant back on pit road, Rudy. It doesn't look like they got all that damage fixed the first time.
Oh man. Hope, you know, guys, like, I hope they don't spend their whole day on pit road like that, you know?
Yeah, it's going to put them 4 laps down.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Oh, Mike Ellis coming right up on the tail here of Dustin Lee. And it looks like Dustin goes way, way up into the marbles. And Mike Ellis just stays right and low and passes him. So Mike Ellis moving into 6th. Holy smokes.
Yeah, Mike Ellis starting 12th, moving up. He's making a run.
He gets a little bit into the wall coming off of 4, but manages to hold right onto it. And I don't think there's any damage on it whatsoever. It was just a little tap on the wall. But boy, them two really battling it out here, having a good time. Teddy Wieniewski trying to get into the mix of it here. And we've got cars catching up to them right behind them. Looking back here, let's look back here behind him. Tom Serrato now catching the tail end of Dustin Lee. And right behind him, Brian Ray.
Mike Ellis, he got real loose, got into the wall there.
Oh, he's still into the wall and can't get it off of the wall. It looks like he might be heading for pit road here.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing, Rudy. Yeah, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he was running so well there. All it takes is a little wobble, and that thing can get so far out of shape you can't recover from it.
Yeah, just the horsepower of these cars, it just, once it goes around, it's just really no saving it.
No. So, yeah. All right, Mike Ellis going down pit road, showing him back in 18th spot at the moment, but he's going to have to get that thing fixed up. All right, Thomas Brander still in 2nd, chasing Travis Townsend, and those guys have pulled away by quite a little bit.
Yeah, they're definitely, their cars are running real good right now.
Yeah, 1.7 seconds back behind Thomas Brandon is Sean Butler. So Sean's kind of faded back a little bit. But you know, Sean's one of them type of drivers that always likes to save his tires. And you may see him wind up getting up here and mounting a challenge on him. Now, I do know he does have, he's just home briefly from work. And he's not going to be able to finish the race here tonight. He just wanted to come out and get some points. So hopefully maybe he can stay for as long as we think he's going to, or hope he's going to be able to.
Yeah, I think he just wants to get some points and stay in as a point leader. I think that's his main concern for tonight.
And Galen Gidman behind him running in 4th. Great job by Galen. Like I said, Galen's not a slouch here. He knows how to drive these Gen 6 cars.
The 66 of Ryan Ayers, he's in 5th.
Yes, sir.
And Teddy Wieniewski's looks like he's got 6, so his race is going pretty good so far for him.
Yeah, 27 laps now, almost in the books, and not that many to go yet. 63 laps. So these guys are starting to click the laps down now.
Yeah, they're starting to get into a rhythm. It looks like they're all just kind of spread out, just kind of taking what the track's giving them and just being patient.
All right, looking back from our leader, Thomas Brandner, just 0.4 of a second behind Travis Townsend now. Hanging right there. And I'm not sure what the pit window is here on these cars for Texas. Do you know what it is, Brogan?
I think they'll probably be able to get, I don't know, I was thinking 45 laps.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking about, 42 or something. So we're definitely they're going to have to stop at least one time. You know, that caution kind of changed things up a little bit for the drivers. You know, then caution lap saves them a little fuel. But we're on a nice long green flag run right now. And definitely not saving any fuel right now. These guys are really burning the fuel off. And that's going to change. That's going to change the handling of the cars a lot, ain't it, Brogan?
Yeah, definitely. Once you get some fuel dumped out of that car, they definitely handle a lot different. And that's going to make it a lot real exciting. We're going to see some green flag pit stops. That's where, like you said early in the beginning, that's going to be a lot of concentration, and make sure you get that done good.
Yeah, I'm showing Mike Ellis now has gone way back to 18th. And it looks like two guys have taken the cars behind pit road. Jackson Lewis and Ed Hewitt. Taking their cars behind pit wall. That's too bad.
Yeah, they both had some problems from the beginning, and it didn't look like they could come back from any of that.
All right, so let's get back up here to Galen Gidman now running in fourth. Looking back here, Ryan Ayers right behind him. Ryan wants to get up here. Now taking a look on the inside of Galen. Catches that doggone apron, though. He dives it in there a little bit too hard, and he caught that apron. And boy, that kind of cost a little bit of momentum on Ryan's car.
Yeah, and the 95 of Brad Gillen looks like he kind of got loose and was mowing the grass like you were talking about earlier, Rudy.
Oh, no.
He saved it, though. He's back on the track, but he's still showing 6 laps down.
Yeah, I think he's having a lot of problems right now. Running the Fox Sports Chevrolet right there, and he's having some difficulty trying. I think he's got a toe problem or something. His toe's knocked out. He can't even get around the turns hardly.
Yeah, I think that early problem he had when he got into the wall, I think that's affected his car, and it's just wasn't able to get it fixed.
There he goes again. No caution, though. He doesn't bring it up onto the track, so no caution. Oh, that's too bad for Brad. Man, oh, now the caution comes out. So we've seen what happened right there on Brad Gallant. So we'll go back, though, and take a look at it just for the heck of it. He was trying to stay out of the way of the faster cars coming around here. And it looked like he just hit the outside wall, barely missed somebody that just went by. Mike Vining just missed him. And he comes down across the inside here, hits the inside wall a ton with the back end of that car. So he's probably going to have so much damage, I don't know if he's going to get that thing fixed up or not.
Yeah, if he didn't have a toe issue before, he's definitely got one now.
Yeah.
And this will, I think we'll see all the leaders go down pit road for tires and fuel.
Yeah, we'll stay right on Travis here and see what he plans on doing.
Yeah, one pit stop here. I think he'll probably just leave maybe one more pit stop for the rest of this race, Rudy.
Right, yeah.
For these leaders.
Definitely. I'm sure these guys are all going to welcome new tires right now.
And Travis Townsend leading them down.
Thomas Brander right on his tail.
This is where you can make up some position.
And this is where we see a lot of mistakes being made too. You got to hit your pit stall perfectly. Travis comes to a stop perfect in his pit stall. Right side's going on. Left side's going on. 4-tire pit stop. It looks like everybody taking 4 tires. Travis is away. It looks like Sean Butler may beat. Oh! Wow, who was that? That was Galen Gidman. Spun it off a pit road there. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like he just wanted to stay off that. Who was that? The 88 of Sean Butler. Looks like he kind of thought he was going to hit him, kind of turned, and away it went.
Yeah, we'll go right on Galen Gidman here and watch him as he comes off a pit road. I think he was trying to beat Sean Butler off a pit road and just got into the gas just a little bit too much. So what he did, he just goosed it and it just went right around on him.
Well, he got it saved with no damage, so that's good for him.
Yeah, good for him, yep. All right, so looks like our new leader, where is our leader?
Travis Townsend.
Yes, sir. So we'll get back up here on Travis.
It looks like Mike Ellis elected to stay out to get his lap back.
That's a good call by him. He will get the iRacing way by. He's 2 laps down, so he'll get 1 of his laps back. The one that probably would be the way by would be Steven Pearson, but he's coming down pit road right now. So he is not going to get that way by. Or he shouldn't anyhow. If you pit, you don't get the way by.
No, that's always an unfortunate thing. You got some damage and you want to stay down and get your lap back, but you know you can't control the car unless you get it all fixed up.
All right, well, so far we've had a pretty good long green flag run there, Brogan, and what do you think of the racing so far?
Well, I think it's exciting. I think they got some laps down. They all kind of started staggering out and getting in a good rhythm and had some good battles even up in the front, and from 7th on to 10th was kind of some good battles. So there's people battling all the way through, so it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, lights are off on the pace car, and we're going back to green flag racing here next time by. And Brogan, you want to give it a shot here and call this down for me? Get these guys off and running when they come around?
Sure, Rudy.
All right, Sean Butler going to be starting on the outside. Galen Gidman 3rd. And Ryan Ayers in 4th. Running out your top 5 would be Thomas Brandner.
Yeah, hopefully these guys can go and lay down another long green flag run and without any more cautions for the rest of the night. But we also got some vehicles in the back with some damage, so they're going to have to make sure they stay away from the cars that aren't having problems and not cause any more. Travis Townsend leading them down. Pace car pulls off into pit road. And green flag, we're back to racing, Rudy.
All right, Sean gets a really good start. I did see a little bit of smoke there off of somebody. Not sure who that was. That might have been Sean. Might have spun the tires just a little bit, or he would have been right up there with Travis. But ducks it in behind Travis and now tries to maintain her in 2nd spot, with Galen Gidman closing on his back bumper really quick. Oh, and Sean catches the apron, saves it, but boy, that's going to let everybody get by him on the outside. Wow, Sean goes back to 4th, 5th real quick. And we got more smoke. Ryan Ayers. Wow. That was a good save, too. Man,
hey, no, Rudy, a lot of these guys just got fresh tires too, and they're still kind of slick, and just trying to get some laps and get some grip, and I think that's where we're seeing some problems here.
Yep. Ryan Ayers now back here. It looks like Thomas Brandner going to be in second. Back to what we were doing here a little bit ago, where he was chasing down Travis Townsend, but Travis has checked out on him. Now out there a second ahead of him.
Yeah, he's got a good car tonight, Rudy.
Yeah, Travis, you know, I have yet to see Travis come out, unless he gets wrecked or something. I have yet to see him come out in anything and not run well. You know, he's just a phenomenal racer. I think he's just like dedicated his life to just being a good racer, you know. And I mean, he's very respectful on the track. He will race you hard. Okay, no matter what it takes to get there, he will race you hard. But he'll give you a lot of room and he'll give you a lot of respect. If you open that door, he's going to stick that nose in there and go.
And you know that all these drivers are very aware of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've seen quite a few of them. Christopher Perryman, Sean Butler, even Thomas Brandner. These guys race together a lot, you know, and they know how he races. He's just a good racer. And if you give him that chance, he will go by you.
Yeah, about a lap and a half ago, the 66 of Ryan Ayers took away 5th from Teddy Wisniewski, and he's kind of getting a little lead on him now.
Yeah, he must have slipped or something and let Sean Butler get by him, because Sean Butler's back into 4th now. He was 5th there behind Ryan Ayers, and he must have got back by him, so we missed that pass, but hey, can't catch them all, you know.
There's so many battles going on here, it's hard to pick which one you want to watch.
Yeah, good, clean racing so far. Brandon Leonard and Tommy Lee side by side now. Tommy Lee taking that position right away from Brandon Leonard. That was an awesome run right there. He just smoked right by him.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Brandon Leonard was like, yeah, go ahead and have it. Yep. I'll fight for another day.
Yep. Well, it's better to finish than get wrecked out and not be able to finish in the back somewhere, you know. And these guys, you know, they know they're racing for points, and you know they gotta kind of race each other clean. Every time they hit each other, that's incident points, you know. Now Christopher Perryman on the inside of him, and it looks like he's going to complete that pass also. But Tommy Lee on the inside. Oh, we got one into the wall. We got one into the wall. Looked like Mike Vining coming off of the turn in the number 19. So we'll go back and take a look at that here in just a minute, folks. All right, coming down the front stretch here, getting ready to go into turn 1. He's a little squirrely going into the turn. And it looks like he might have had to check up a little bit. Mike Ellis was right in front of him. And he had to go up high. And never really did recover from that. Boy, he was trying to pinch it down to keep it off of the wall. And he almost gets into the side of Stephen Pearson. Hits the outside wall. Comes to the inside wall. And definitely going to receive some damage on that one.
He was able to stay without collecting anybody else in there, though.
Yes, sir. All right. Looks like all of our leaders coming down pit road again. Everybody coming down pit road.
Yeah, I think they all want to get fresh tires, especially after that last restart. They all had fresh tires, but a good group of them are still getting loose.
All right, well, let's see who wins this race off of pit road here. Sean Butler just now taking right side tires. I would say Travis Townsend will win it. He was the first one actually to raise that car up. No, Thomas Brandner off of pit road first.
Wow, what a pass.
And he had a fabulous pit stop, Thomas Brandner did. He had a 14-second flat pit stop. And it looks like Kevin O'Brien, who showed our leader, didn't lead a lap, though. Yes, he did. Kevin O'Brien led a lap. Stayed out just long enough to lead a lap, so good job by him.
Yeah, get all the points you can. And I think the number 18 of Mike Ellis will be the lucky dog, so it looks like he will get back onto the lead lap.
All right, it looks like Ryan Ayers has taken his car behind pit road. Kevin O'Brien going to relinquish that lead now and come down pit road. He just wanted to be out, lead a lap to get that valuable point for leading a lap. So that's going to relinquish it back to Thomas Brandner.
The 19 of Mike Vining's still on pit road. He's got a lot of smoke coming out of that car already.
Oh, man. A lot of these guys in the back here have already used their reset, so I don't know, boy. You can sit on that pit road all night long and try to get that fixed up. At least get back out there and run some laps, pick up a couple positions. I've done it. I've had to stand there for 9, 10, 12 minutes and get the damage fixed up, go out and pick up 3 or 4 more positions before the race is over. So, hey, that's 3 or 4 more points.
Yeah, it always makes for a long night when that happens, though. But like you said, get all the points you can. Well, that's unfortunate. Looks like you said, Ryan Ayers took his car behind the wall.
Yeah, that's too bad. I really like Ryan. He's a good racer. It was just unfortunate that he got caught up in that mess there, and it's too bad, man. These guys are racing so hard and trying to get up to the front. Looks like Steven Pearson is going to get his, he's going to come around and be at the tail end of the lead lap. Get his iRacing wave by.
Yeah, and the number 18 of Mike Ellis back on pit road. He just was on, he got off, now he's back on again. He must be trying to fix some more issues.
Boy. Well, I'm showing him like in about 14th or something position. Still on the lead lap, though. Yep, still on the lead lap. He'll be back in the back part, but...
Oh, and he just overshot his pit stall. Had to back up. That's going to cost him some time.
Yeah, he really don't have a lot of time here. Well, Brogan, you want to call this down again?
Sure, Rudy.
Alrighty. You're doing a great job, buddy.
Yeah, this is an exciting race, especially Thomas Brandner. What a pit stop! That's what you need to win races.
Yeah, 14 seconds. The only one that was even close to that was Tommy Lee had a 13.6 and Brandon Leonard had a 13.6. But they're starting back in the field a little bit, so Thomas Brandner really had a great pit stop there.
Yeah, he just kind of shot out of there like a rocket. That was surprising. All right, here they come. Pace car's pulling off. Second gear. Green flag, and they're back off again, Rudy.
All right, I didn't see anybody smoking tires that time. It looked like a good, clean start. Coming into turn 1 here, can Thomas Brandner hold off Travis Townsend? Travis really tough up on that high side. But that's not the place you want to be. You got to be on that low line to try to maintain. But Travis does have a good run on the high side, though. Coming off the turn, that's where you want to be. Oh, we got a wreck in the back, and it looks like a big one, too. Ooh, Kevin O'Brien into that. Looks like Dustin Lee. Well, let's go back and take a look at from Dustin here. He got a lot of damage on that car. Wow. That's... Oh, man. I don't think he's going to be too happy of a camper right now. Dustin he just cannot seem to finish a race without, lately, without getting a lot of damage or getting taken out of the race. But we're going to watch us as they come around. Oh, it looks like, okay, the one right ahead of him, I don't see who that was. It kind of looked like Dustin come down into Gosh, man, I don't know who that was right ahead of Dustin there.
The 41, Christopher Perryman.
Okay, yeah, it looked like Dustin come down into him. We're gonna go back and take a look at that one more time on this restart. Because Dustin really got a good run here, but he's way up too high, and Christopher got underneath him. And Christopher kind of went down low here into the turn, and Dustin kind of stayed into the power and turned it. Looked like he might have had it loose, but turned it down into Christopher Perryman.
Yeah, Dustin Lee went for a ride.
Yes, he did.
And that collected a few cars. Looks like the 40 of Mark Robertson got into it.
Kevin O'Brien. Oh, man, yeah.
Just a chain reaction in the back. People reacted to it.
All right, well, let's get back up here. It looks like Dustin Lee may have taken his car behind pit road. I don't know.
The 54 of Michael Norris, he got through it. He got up on that high side, got around the spinning car, Dustin Lee, and he was able to come through with, looks like, very little damage.
Well, that's good. There's a lot of them guys, man. I'll tell you what, they've put a lot of time and effort into practicing for this race this week, and to come out here and get taken out like that, it's just very unfortunate. But yeah, it looks like Dustin has taken his car behind pit road. Doggone it.
Yeah, it makes it very frustrating when that happens, especially when you get caught up in a product of just a couple other people racing, or one guy just made a mistake, got into the other one, and it just causes a big reaction, and
well, Brogan,
a lot of cars get involved.
What's going on with Brad Gallant? Is he still on the track running yet? Showing him dead last, but
yeah, he's still on the track. He's still got some damage in the back end there, but he's still out. Looks like he's just kind of hanging back, trying to get some points and not cause any issues. But yeah, he's still out there.
He can pick up 3 more positions if he stays out there, because 3 guys, Mike Vining, Ryan Ayers, and Dustin Lee have all taken their car behind pit wall. So he can pick up 3 more positions. That's 3 more points.
Yeah, and the 84 of Kevin O'Brien, he's got a lot of damage in the back end too. And it's showing him in 14th at the moment. A lot of these cars, looks like a lot of damage in the back end is where most of the damage is coming from tonight.
Yeah.
And I think that's just kind of losing it out of the turns and, getting loose and having the right side of that back end smack the wall.
Well, it sounds like Thomas Brandner may be clutching this thing, trying to save every bit of fuel he can save. I don't really think he needed to do that, but because he did make that last pit stop. Unless he didn't take a full load of fuel or something, not sure. But I'll go ahead and call this one down, Brogan. We get ready to go back to green.
Alrighty. Yeah, I think they had that long run. They pitted, and then their caution came out pretty quick, and they all kind of pitted again after a couple laps. So I still think fuel might become an issue here at the end, Rudy.
Yeah, could be, yeah. Yeah, we got, 35 laps to go here when they take the green flag. Still quite a bit of racing to go, though. So stay with us there, Twitch viewers, because this is going to get exciting coming down to the end of this. We've got some good guys up front here battling for this win tonight, and this is going to get good.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be an exciting 35 laps.
All right, get ready. Hang on to your seat. You're going to see some fast racing right now. It's a pace car getting ready to duck off. And Thomas Brandner brings them to the line, and green flag flies, and here we go. Travis Townsend got a great restart on that outside, but Can he hold it? Thomas Brander pretty strong on the inside. We've seen what the product of that was last time. Oh, and it looks like Travis might have slipped up a little bit. Sean Butler got a nose up under Travis this time. Going into 3, can Sean hold it? We've got another one up into the mix of it here. Who is that? That's Galen Gidman. Almost taking it 3 wide. It looked like Sean Butler may have backed out to prevent that from happening, because that's 3 wide's not a good thing here.
No, Galen Gidman, he has been in the mix all night, just kind of hanging back, and that's going to be another car to watch.
Oh yeah, I told you, he's very good in these Gen 6 cars. So like I said, we've got 4 or 5 guys. Oh, looks like Brandon Leonard.
Yeah, the 2 of Brandon Leonard getting loose again.
Really?
He's kind of had a problem getting it down in that apron tonight. He's going to give up another spot to the 33 of Thomas Lee. Oh, he's dropping way back, Rudy.
Yep, we got a bunch of them here. Teddy Wisniewski now moving into the 5th spot. Tommy Lee right behind him in 6th. But Brandon Leonard going all the way back to 11th place. Teddy blinking out a little bit right there. With Tommy Lee coming. Oh man, Tommy Lee is really having a good run here tonight. I was just going to look here. He started 8th, but he got mired back in the field, and here he is running 6th again. So, like I said, don't count that man out right there either.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of, looks like he's kind of backing off a little bit to see if the 44 of Teddy can get that connection issue. You don't want to get too close when he's having them problems.
No, definitely not. It kind of puts the scares into you, or does me anyhow, when you see somebody blinking like that. Sean Butler now in 4th, trying to get a run here to get by Galen Gidman. Galen not going to give him that room to get down there and get a nose in underneath him.
Thomas Bradner with that good pit stop. He's pulling out ahead a little bit here, Rudy.
Yeah, he's out about 3 or 4 tenths of a second ahead of Travis. Travis did kind of reel him back in now. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we don't see Travis back up here challenging him in the next few laps. Thomas Brander is so strong out there tonight. Man, I am just like wowed by this. Definitely Thomas having a good night here tonight.
Yeah, these top 5 cars are putting on a really good show tonight.
Yeah, I think he's going to be very proud of the run of that 24 DuPont Chevrolet. That's just awesome to see him out front like that. Thomas, one of the premium drivers, I call him. Definitely a class act out here on the racetrack. Voice to be reckoned with. Anywhere he goes, he's a great racer.
You know, Mike Ellis in the 18, you know, he had some problems. He got down a few laps, and a few laps down, he's got his laps back, and he's in the 12th position.
Mm-hmm. Sean Butler now did get by Galen Gidman and moves into the 3rd spot, but he's 1.6 seconds behind the leader. And it looks like he is marching toward the front. Would like to get up there with Travis and tangle it up. Let's get up here on Travis. They're coming up on lap traffic. Stephen Pearson with a lot of damage on that car. Wow, does he have a lot of damage on that thing?
Yeah, he hasn't had a good night at all tonight, Rudy.
No, he's still running in 8th position, I believe. Wasn't that Stephen Pearson? I think that wasn't Stephen Pearson. I was looking at the wrong one. I'm sorry. That was Brad Gallant that they did.
Yeah, and I think he's just trying to stay out of everybody's way. And look at Mike Ellis taking 10th away.
Well, let's go back here and check that. Yeah, Mike Ellis now rolling in. Wow, he's having a good night.
Yeah, he kind of had some problems in the beginning, but yeah, he's turning it into a good race.
Yeah, he's got that car fixed back up now, and he's marching back up toward the front. looking back on, let's see, who is that right behind him? Tom Serrato. Tom Serrato in 11th spot. Boy, he closes up on the back bumper of Mike Ellis coming into 3. But, boy, I'll tell you, Mike closed that door on him real quick.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the 54 of Michael Norris. He was running up there in 11th, 12th position, but he's on pit road and he's sitting there. Looks like he's trying to get a lot of damage fixed or something.
He might have maybe tapped the wall, or you just don't know about it. Let's ride along here with Mike Ellis, looking ahead to the leaders up there, 8th, 9th, and 10th, or 8th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. We'll go up here a little bit further. Christopher Perryman running in 9th. Stephen Pearson in 8th. Tommy Lee in 7th. Oh, and Brian Ray taps the wall coming out of 2. Brian Ray running in 6th right here. And let's get up here a little bit further. Galen Gidman hanging right here with Sean Butler. Those two having like a race of their own here. And this has been really exciting to watch these two battling for this position.
Yeah, and Galen Gidman just got a little loose coming out of the turn. But he seems to gain on Sean Butler a little bit when they enter in the turns.
Yeah, right here in turn 1 is where he does gain on Sean just a little bit. But boy, Sean just kind of pulls it back away coming off the turn.
And the 54, Michael Norris, still on pit road, Rudy.
Man, must have a lot of damage on that. Do you see a lot of damage on his car?
No, I don't see any damage. Like I said, he was running 12th, 13th, and then all of a sudden he's been sitting on pit road for minutes now.
Well,
maybe he had some technical difficulties or something like that, which is really unfortunate because he was having a pretty good race.
Well, Brad Gallant has stayed out there long enough that he has picked up those 3 positions, and now I'm showing him in 16th place. So great job by him. Sean Butler's starting to pull away from Galen Gidman here, Brogan.
Yeah, he is. They kind of battling there for a little bit, and Galen Gidman just got a little loose, and he hasn't been able to make up that time since then.
Yeah, I'm right here, Travis Townsend, looking ahead to our leader, Thomas Brandner, and he's just kind of hanging right there at about 0.3 of a second behind our leader. But coming down to, this is be 18 to go this time by. So 18 more laps here, and Travis he's got his work cut out for him, trying to get up here with Thomas Brandner. Oh, and Thomas just caught the apron there coming off of 2. And boy, that let Travis close right up on him. You gotta stay off them aprons.
Yeah, that was the opportunity that Travis was looking for too.
And they're going to be coming up on some lap traffic here before long. Looks like Mark Robertson right ahead of them, and a couple other guys. These guys kind of getting off the track and giving way for the leaders, which is very respectful. I like to see that out on the track. Give the leaders lots of room. You know, there's no sense in battling with the leaders. All you're going to do is just cause problems. You know.
I think all these drivers have shown a lot of respect tonight. I mean, we had some races and then some people getting loose, but it's been a lot of respect shown here tonight by these drivers.
Sure have. This has been a great race. Looking back here real quick, I wanted to take a look. We've only had 4 cautions. I rate that as pretty doggone good.
Oh yeah, especially in Texas.
Yeah, in the Gen 6, this is pretty doggone good.
Yeah, the Gen 6 is kind of a beast in itself to handle and drive.
Sean Butler passing up Mark Robertson there and making a good, kind of a safe pass. He didn't get into the gas real hard right away. Wanted to make sure he was clear of him so he didn't drift up into him and hit him. So good job by these guys out here. But boy, I'll tell you what, Sean Butler 3 seconds in back of the leader. But I want to get back up here because Travis Townsend is really working over the back bumper of Thomas Brander, putting a lot of pressure on him.
Oh, the 95 of Brad Gallant just spun out and went through the pits.
Uh-oh. Is that going to bring out the caution, you think?
No, he got it back going again, but he just came out of 3 and 4 and lost it and decided to mow some grass.
All right, well, these two here battling out, coming to the line. Going to be 13 laps to go this time by. And it's coming down to it, folks, here. This is going to be right on the edge of your seat racing right here to finish this thing up. These guys have pulled away by 3.2 seconds ahead of Sean Butler in third place.
Yeah, I don't think Sean Butler's getting out of that seat tonight, Rudy, till this is over with.
No, I don't think so. Not being in third place. He's going to stay right here to finish this, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't know what excuse he's going to give for work, but that's his problem, not mine.
I'm sure he'll come up with something.
My throat is so dry, I just can't get it wet enough. That medicine I take, man, it just dries my mouth out. And it's rough for a couple hours till I'm starting to get the moisture back in my throat, you know.
That's always rough during the winter time.
Yep. Well, it's a muscle relaxer, and you know the muscle relaxer is working when your mouth is dry. They do. It takes all of it. I don't know what it does to your body, but boy, it sure does dry your mouth out.
Well, the number 2 of Brandon Leonard, he's got some damage. He's back on pit road trying to get that fixed.
All right, well, let's go back through the field here real quick. These two here are going to be coming to 10 to go. And I hate to leave them because I think we're going to see a pass here in just a minute. I think Travis Townsend may be working over Thomas Brander and putting the pressure, keeping the pressure on him to make sure if he makes a mistake, Travis is going to just smoke right by him. Travis really loose coming off the turn. Wow, that was awesome. Good save by Travis. He was really loose.
10 laps to go, going on 9. This is going to get exciting.
Yeah, this is going to be nuts right here for the end here, folks.
It's always fun to see a good battle going on to the end, you know.
Yeah, and I really hope that it does stay green the rest of the way, because if it does, this is going to be an awesome finish.
You bet Sean Butler's hoping for a caution at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. All right,
just give me one more chance.
If Thomas Brander can lead the rest of the laps, he will have led the most laps. But right now, he's 2 laps behind Travis Townsend for leading the most laps. Travis has led 41, and Thomas Brander's led 39, coming to 40. So and that's another battle that these guys, in mind, you know, I think they keep it kind of locked in their mind. They want to lead the most laps too, because that's another valuable point.
Yeah, Thomas Brander's sitting in 6th right now in points, so probably trying to get himself up into the top 5.
Travis taking a look on the inside. Can't get it done this time. He is trying every trick in the book right now to get by Thomas Brander, putting the pressure on him, trying to make him loose, anything he can do. 6 laps to go. Travis Townsend going to take over.
Well, he did, Rudy. He got him loose, and he got it right around him.
He sure did. And that's the secret to Travis's success right here, I'm telling you. Thomas looking to the inside again. Not sure if he can get... Nope, not going to do it this time. But I'm telling you what, you're going to see a battle yet. Unless Thomas has worn them tires out, you're going to see a battle again.
Travis just kind of lost it a little bit there and opened the door for Thomas to get back in there.
And now Travis kind of slides it up the hill. Oh, Thomas going to get underneath him. coming down the backstretch. He's got a nose under him. And he slides
Boy, what a
it up.
battle.
Oh my God, I don't even want to leave. I'm sorry that nobody else is getting any TV time, but this is the battle of the race right here.
Yeah, I'm happy I'm up here watching and I ain't in there in the cockpit of that car. That's just stressful.
Well, I'll interview the first place, you do second, and I'll do third, okay?
All right, Rudy.
Let's see, I'll do first, you do second, yeah, and I'll do third, yeah. All right, these two still battling out, going by Mark Robertson, so putting Mark another lap down. This is 3 laps to go right now, and they are tied again for leading the most laps. Both have led 42 laps. Wow, this is nuts. Nope, Thomas Brander's led 43. Excuse me. All right, who's going to win this?
Travis keeps trying to poke in the inside, but just ain't quite getting enough. Oh, and he's kind of got loose coming out of 4.
But he manages to hold on to it. Thomas Brander, oh man, he is hooked up tonight, isn't he? And he is staying away from that doggone apron. That's been his downfall all night long, as he's been catching that apron.
Yeah, and it comes back to that pit stop. That fast pit stop he did really helped him.
It sure did. Got him out front where he needed to be to lead as many laps as he get. And here they got the white flag. It's in the air, guys. Here they come. Can Thomas win it here tonight? Well, looks like Travis has kind of backed off of him a little bit. Not sure, maybe to try to mount a challenge here with the last lap. Boy, he is dancing all over the back of, playing that psychological game on the back of him. But coming off of turn 4 here, coming up on lap traffic real quick, Thomas Brander bringing it to the line and wins it here at Texas. Great race. Congratulations, Thomas. Good job. Wow, what a finish.
That was great. That was awesome to watch.
I'm telling you what, that was an amazing race. I loved every second of it.
Thomas owes some bonuses to his pit crew for getting that pit stop.
Yeah, and he better give a big thank you to Travis Townsend for racing him so good there. Because man, I'll tell you what, that was just absolutely amazing.
That was good, clean, respectful racing.
Yes, it was. All right, Thomas Brander bringing it down here to Victory Circle. And we're going to get down there in just a second and try to get a word in with Thomas. What a great race, though, Brogan. I'm telling you what. It was
that was great.
Amazing.
All these drivers, we had a few issues, people getting loose, but overall, these drivers all ran a good, clean, respectful race. This was very exciting to watch.
I'm going to get him here in just a minute. I want to try to get him here to where I can do a screenshot once he gets to the line. If he gets there. There he is. And he doesn't have a mic. How could he not have a mic? Thomas Brander does not have a mic. I just got poked.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get down here and at least congratulate him.
Here. Yeah, I wish I could have been. Yes.
Thomas Brander, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy? I heard you don't have a mic, but is that true? You don't have a mic? Okay. Well, congratulations on your win, Thomas. I'm telling you what, you and Travis put on one heck of a show for us up here in the booth. We just absolutely were blown away by it. Congratulations. What a race, Thomas. I know you probably can't type too much to say, but anybody you want to thank? Travis and family. All right, Travis and family and your teammates. I got you, brother. That was okay. Thank you, Thomas. And IWCR. Okay, got it. Well, congratulations on your win here tonight. That was just an amazing race, Thomas. You and Travis, wow, you were the class of the field tonight. Great racing out there, Thomas, and congratulations again, buddy. All right, Brogan, you want to get Travis? Interview him on the...
Hey, Travis, Brogan Lot in the booth here. You got a copy?
I don't think you come through on the track.
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Hey, Travis, Brogan Lot in the booth here. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Great race tonight. What a battle with you and Thomas there at the end. You just didn't have enough room to reel him in, or?
Well, I got a little bit behind there to start with. We got in a little 3-wide situation there on the restart, and I was on the outside, and I really had to push it hard and burn up the right front the first couple laps. And he had about a second lead on me, and I could reel him back into about 3 or 4 tenths. And it was almost like hitting a brick wall. I started getting real bad aero push, and I thought he was about to slip or something to give me a chance there down the stretch, and he just barely caught the apron one time off of 2. That was enough to let me get to his bumper, and I got around him at one time, but I needed a good lap or two once I got around him to really be able to try to pull away or get a little bit of space, and once I got by him, he just crossed me over and went right back by. And this track's just so tough in this car. It's a handful. It's real loose. You got to be real throttle sensitive. That it's hard to get by somebody unless they just let you by. And I definitely wasn't going to wreck us both, but he drove a heck of a race. Didn't slip up at all except for that one time, and definitely had ice water in his veins there down the stretch.
Yeah, you guys both put on a very good show. It was very exciting at the end. Very fun to watch. Anybody you want to thank out there, Travis?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you all over at MaxSpeed. As always, you all do a great job with all these races. I really enjoy coming and racing with you guys. I'd like to thank Sean and Thomas as well. I ran mostly around them up front, and they were clean, as always. Appreciate them staying clean and having such a good race.
Thank you, Travis, and again, good race.
Sean Butler, this is Rudy Cummings up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Rudy.
Great run tonight, Sean. Coming home 3rd spot. Congratulations. I don't know what kind of excuse you were telling them at work, but you stuck it out, buddy, and brought it home 3rd today. Tell us about your race.
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Thomas for the win, and Travis. They both ran awesome tonight, and I didn't have anything for them. And when I was running 3rd, and I know that my closest point competitors were not having the best of days, and I was having too much fun, and I just like, I'll just go back to work a little late. The heck with it. And so I just stuck it out and had a good time. It's just the car is tough to drive here. I just kept getting too tight and on the long runs, and I just couldn't hang up front with Travis and Thomas. I don't know how they were running that fast, but overall good race tonight.
Well, it looked like a lot of fun out there. Really enjoyed the show that all you guys put on tonight. It was just an amazing race. Didn't have a whole lot of cautions. 4 cautions for this combination is, it's a tricky track with this car being, having so much horsepower, and definitely a lot of looseness coming off of 2. And we didn't see a whole lot on 4 though tonight, but 2, a lot of cars had problems. But great race, Sean. Congratulations again on your 3rd spot. And you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Give a shout out to my wrecking buddy, Tommy Lee. We didn't get that close with each other tonight, but oh well. But just thank you guys for putting on a good race. Fun racing with you guys. I'm glad I can get here every now and then.
Well, thanks a lot, Sean, and glad to see you out there, buddy. And hopefully you can keep running some more with us. It's always great to see you on the track running with these guys.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, Brogan, let's go run down through the results real quick here. Thomas Brandner, of course, our winner. Travis Townsend in second. Sean Butler third. Galen Gidman fourth. Christopher Perryman coming home fifth. Good run by him. Tommy Lee coming up through the field after getting back in the field. Got back up to the front, finishing sixth. Teddy Wisniewski with a good finish in seventh. Brian Ray, good to see Brian out here tonight, running in the eighth position. Good finish for Brian. Stephen Pearson had a little bit of trouble at the beginning of the race and got back up here, finished ninth. Tom Serrato in 10th. Mike Ellis, a great run by Mike tonight. It was amazing to see some of the battles that he was in tonight and did so well. So congratulations to him on bringing that thing home 11th. Part of the MaxSpeedTV team here, Mike Ellis is, so great to see him finish well. Kevin O'Brien, our head admin, finishing 12th. Mark Robertson, 13th. Michael Norris finishing 14th. Brandon Leonard, 15th. Brad Gallant, 16th. Stayed out there after Dustin Lee, Ryan Ayers, and Mike Vining got wrecked and took their cars behind pit wall. Brad Gallant stayed out there and picked up 3 more positions. So good job by Brad out there first night racing with us. One of Kevin's buddies there from Australia did very well. Very proud of him. Good job. Dustin Lee in 17th. Ryan Ayers 18th. Mike Vining 19th. Jackson Lewis 20th. Ed Hewitt taking up the tail end of the field in 21st. Wrecked out on lap 2, and not only he had some issues after that, and just could not complete the race. So, but great race by these guys, and again, congratulations to Thomas Brandner on his win. Brogan, you got any last-minute comments on this race?
Oh, I just think these drivers ran a really great race, and it became very exciting at the end. And that's what racing's all about, is seeing a good, respectful battle at the end like that. It was great to see. Very fun to watch.
Absolutely. Well, just to kind of run over this real quick, it looked like Thomas Brandner did lead the most laps with 46 laps. And Travis Townsend led 42 laps. Sean Butler led 1. Kevin O'Brien led 1. So a really good race out here. 4 cautions, 9 lead changes amongst them 4 drivers. So that's how tight of a battle it was up here. I don't believe anybody else led any. Nope, just them 4 drivers that led laps. So, but anyhow, yeah, great race, Brogan, and I wanted to thank you for joining me in the booth tonight and helping out. Really appreciate it. You did very good, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that very, very much, you being up here and helping me.
Hey, thanks for having me, Rudy. It was a lot of fun.
All right, well, tomorrow night, Michael D'Amico will be broadcasting the league race, the B League race from Atlanta. They'll be running 100 laps at Atlanta with the nationwide cars, and I may be in it. I don't know. I might be adminning the race. I think that's what I told them I would do. So I'll probably be adminning the race. They probably won't like me after tomorrow night. But, oh well. But anyhow, thanks for joining us here tonight on MaxSpeedTV, and tune in tomorrow night to watch the nationwide race on twitch.tv/MaxSpeedTV_2. Or you can go to our website at MaxSpeedTV.com and watch it there. There is a chat box under the window that you can chat it up there if you wanted to. Or if you'd rather hang out in Twitch chat, that's fine too. So, but either way, we will see you tomorrow night, and thanks for watching us here at MaxSpeedTV.